Right then, the EFL is back this weekend. Well, League One and League Two anyway. I've done my predictions for the league tables for the season, so you can check those out if you want. I'm just going to quickly run through my prediction for the opening weekend's games. Quite a hard week to predict. You got nothing to base it off in terms of form. So just gut feeling and how you think these teams will get on this year. So anyway, getting into it, Luton kick off tonight against Wimbledon. I think Luton will win the league. I think Wimbledon will get relegated. So be an interesting start, but I think Luton will win 3-0. Moving on to Cardiff, they take on Peterborough. Cardiff should be in for a good season in League One. Peterborough had a poor year last year, and I'm not convinced they'll do much better. Always like them for both teams to score though, so we're going to start off in that vein, and I'm going to go for a Cardiff 3-1 win. Blackpool take on Stevenage. Two teams I think will be around mid-table. Seen a few people predict Blackpool to do well. I'm not overly convinced, and I think they will start off with a draw, so I'm going for a 1-1 draw. On to Bradford versus Wycombe. Wycombe were obviously in the playoffs last year. Bradford came up from League Two. I think Wycombe will fall just short this year of the playoffs. I think Bradford will be fine. But I think they'll be absolutely buzzing at Valley Parade to be back in League One, and I think they will start with a draw. So I've gone for a 1-1 draw in that one as well. Burton Albion take on Mansfield. Predicted both these teams to get relegated. So yeah, I think it'd be a tight game. I'm going to go for a 1-0 win, Burton with the home advantage. Newly promoted Doncaster take on Exeter. I think Doncaster will be safe. I think Exeter might struggle this year, but haven't predicted them to go down either. I think Donny will get off to a good start with a 2-0 home win. Huddersfield take on Leyton Orient. Been really impressed with Huddersfield in the summer with their signings. I think they've got a really good League One squad now. Leyton Orient obviously made the playoffs last year, and I think they'll do it again. I think they've got quite a good squad. But yeah, Huddersfield, I think they will kick things off with a win. So I've gone for a 2-1 home win in that one. Lincoln take on Reading. Lincoln, I think, will fall off a bit this year. Reading, just outside the playoffs last year. They've had the takeover over the summer. There's still a while to go in the transfer market. I thought they'd sign a few more. But yeah, I think they'll get off to a winning start. So I've gone for a 2-0 away win. Plymouth take on Barnsley. Obviously, Plymouth came down last year. Barnsley had a pretty poor season for their standards. It was more their home form, which wasn't very good. But yeah, I think Plymouth, they'll be a good League One side. I think they're quite entertaining, good for goals. So yeah, gone for a 3-1 home win. Rotherham take on newly promoted Port Vale. I think Port Vale will be absolutely fine this year. I think they've done quite well in the transfer market. Rotherham was so poor last year. I can't see them being much better. Fancy Port Vale on a high from promotion. I think they'll nick a 1-0 win at Rotherham. Wigan take on Northampton. Not a lot of goals in the Wigan games last year. I think they will climb the table this year. I don't think they'll be getting near the playoffs. Northampton, I predict to finish bottom. But sort of carrying on from last year's trend with Wigan. I think they'll win, but I think it'll be low scoring. So going for a 1-0 home win. And finally, Stockport take on Bolton. Lots of people predicting Stockport to do well. I've got them just outside the playoffs. I've got Bolton to finish in the playoffs. So, yeah, I fancy Bolton to kick things off with a win. So I've gone for a 2-1 away win. And that's my first predictions for League One this season. Let's see how we get on.